Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great. So today I thought that it's my last little stretch before going to my parents' house, and I was like, let's do a Q&A. It's been such a long time since the last time I did a Q&A, so if you are not used to my Q&A, if you want, I kind of do some my day-to-day things and I answer questions at the same time, so should be quite fun. So I checked the oil this morning, check everything is good. So we're gonna make a last little drive to Quebec City. Let's start with a question before we start driving. So Roman asked me, can I talk more about living in a car, or did you keep it warm? Where do you sleep? I'm just curious, this might might do this. First of all, I do have a couple playlists, guys, so let's talk about those. I do have first all my Q&A from the past, and there's got a lot of questions there. And I also have a playlist with all the winter things all I kept in my car for 1 year without a heater, and another year with this van with no heater. We keep it warm. A playlist is called Van Life Winter, something around this. You can find all the information. And I mainly slept at the Walmart where I was working in Squamish. That's only because it's the only place in Squamish now, because of the bylaw and all this, that is okay to sleep, or one of the only place I should say. So was my main area, and I slept 1 year in my car, had the money to buy this van after that, and we took another year to save money, and a year and a half in fact, to save money for our first road trip. So it was a lot of hard work, but I'm so happy that I've done it. And in the future I'm probably gonna make more about talk about those things. I know a lot of you, or some of you I should say, are in those situations where you don't really have choice, you have to live in a car. So I'm gonna give you more information probably closer as we get from the winter. I'm gonna share more again about this part of my van life. So thank you, Robin, for your question, and I wish you the best if you are doing this. It is looking worse than it is. Trust me, the first week is the worst, and slowly, at least for me, slowly was getting just better and better and better. Let's try to find another good question. And thank you so much for all the questions, by the way. It's hard sometimes, especially now that I don't do it very often, to pick up just to concentrate a couple of questions. One big question. Dorothy asks, what's the best part of the summer? I hesitated before grabbing this one because I have to think about it first. First of all, I want to say that I think the best part is definitely to be able to do this road trip. It sounds cliche, it sounds a little bit cheesy, but it is. I am so blessed. It was a big road trip that I've been thinking about for years and years and years and years. So I'm super grateful to be able first to do it. And second, I think one of the best highlight was to see the iceberg in Newfoundland. The whole Newfoundland itself, it was a dream that I didn't know if that was possible until the end. I didn't know if I would be able to be on the ferry. I didn't know if that would work. And yeah, I'm super grateful to see that iceberg. And the other highlight will be, well, to meet my boyfriend on the other side of the Newfoundland. It was amazing. After several months without seeing each other, it was obviously super awesome to see him and to start a road trip together. And if you wonder which place I prefer in my whole trip, it is super hard to say, but I say one of the nicest province that I was surprised, it was Newfoundland. Newfoundland and Nova Scotia will be on my top so far. It was amazing there. Nova Scotia's got so much history and so much older town and beautiful place. Like, it is one of the beautiful province that I definitely gonna remember, and people are just so amazing, making things even better. So it will be hard to decide, like you can tell, one place that I prefer, but all those little places is the highlight. And Kelly really want to go outside right now. If you didn't hear her, we are beside the highway, Kitty. We cannot go outside. So talking about Miss Kitty here, I have another question right here. Yando? I am extremely sorry. When's Kitty's getting a hiking channel? I have this question, like if I'm gonna start a Kitty channel. I've been thinking about it, guys. Right now, you want your own channel? People come here just for you, pretty much. Yeah. So the only reason is a lot of work, and right now I have so much work just from this channel that it's hard to take the time to do it. I have some footage, I have things that I put on the side, and eventually I might do a little something for Kitty, just for Kitty itself. I'm not sure how it's gonna be. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a second channel. I'm not sure it's gonna be a little segment here on this channel, but I will do something for Kitty. And also, a couple of the people ask me if I'm gonna sell my photography, if I'm gonna make a cooking ebook, things like this. They are amazing idea, and maybe at one point I will, but like I say, right now I am just a little bit, you know, it's a lot of work. YouTube, people don't realize that. You're vocal today. What? You want attention? Obviously. So yeah, YouTube itself is a lot of work, and I just don't want to put the pressure right now to do more things. So, you know, amazing idea that I've been really thinking about. Slowly I'm gonna try to make those ideas to life, but right now just YouTube is plenty enough, believe me. All right, Kitty, we still have some driving to do. You gonna go see Grandpa and Grandma soon? Still have another hour, a little bit less than an hour to go to Quebec City. Alright, I just buy some oil because I like to keep a little bottle. I should keep a little bottle. So now I have one. And I wanted some butane, but I didn't have any. I seem to have a trouble to get some butane lately. Yeah, whatever. So, couple more questions before we go. Do you sleep with hair plug at night? The answer is no. I do have some here, but what I do is just move if it's too noisy. That being said, I used to be very sensitive, waking up several times at night, every little noise when I was living in a house, and now you get kind of used to all the little noise, and sometimes you wake up and like, oh, a semi-truck just parked beside me, I didn't even notice, you know? So you kind of get used to all the little noise outside. Have you ever thought about getting an AC unit? And I had a couple more question about why you don't have a fan. So I try a portable AC unit for vans, and I end up, it was a company, we do get those emails all the time, and I end up sending the the unit back to them because it didn't work for me. It never really cooled down the van, so I was like, I don't want to promote that, or I don't want to share that with you, so I end up giving the AC back. So that being said, I'm currently looking to get a fan for the van. I do have just a small one that I got at Walmart. Do the trick if you want, but nothing more than that. So I want something that will be permanently, that will give me more airflow. So that's on a way. And another question, Beverly asked me, are you using Chrome setup for your voiceover? And I heard some comment too, that Chrome now doing your drone shot. Chrome's got better to do than working on my video. It is not doing anything on my video, and none of that. I started doing voiceover. In fact, I've been doing voiceover since the beginning of my channel, but I didn't really do it very often. I purchased a mic, then I never really use it. Right now, the only thing I do is I grab my camera that I have right now, and I turn facing myself like where I am right now, and I just talk on it, and I put some clip on the top, and I reduce the voice because I prefer a little bit mellow voice if you want. This is what I do for my voiceover, but I have to work with the mic that I have and see. I didn't really like the sound of my voice on that mic, which can happen apparently. But I'm gonna have to look for it a little bit more, and things like this. And the drone shot is just me playing with it right now. Nothing more than this. He helped me at the beginning to learn a little bit how to fly, and it was just the first 2 times that I fly at the beginning. He was there, just, you know. It's nice to have someone who know how to fly a drone beside you, just in case something bad happened. But right now, yeah, it's 100% me. Didn't do any of those shots for me, for myself. He's got enough things to do on his channel. So thank you so much for all of your questions, guys. It was just a small little Q&A before I head to my parents' house, because I know I'm not gonna film so much during that time. I'm gonna film a couple of clips maybe. They're not the people who like the camera, so but I might sneak here and there, and I'm gonna go see my friends tonight for a little campfire, which should be great. And after that, we are slowly leaving the province of Quebec to go to Ontario, which hopefully the weather is gonna stay on the side. Right now is pretty nice, as you can tell. I have this weather. So I'm gonna let you with Kitty. She doesn't talk anymore, but maybe she want to talk to you. You want to talk to people? It's not time to eat. It's time to talk to people. They want to see you. You need to eat first. Okay, give you a little minute. Alright, you done eating? You want to say a hi? Little kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, we appreciate. I'm gonna go to bed now.